Okay, so these are the independent learning objectives of the lesson. You can go through it as well as these are the learning outcomes that we need to discuss during this session. The first objective is what do you mean by a research? Right? What do you mean by a research? As you said, right? So what we are doing through this research, what it is? It's a systematic investigation of what? Systematic investigation of what? Yes, why we are encouraged to do the research? Research, if we have the problem, we are moving towards the finding solution. Do you have problems? Yes. What kind of problems? Yes. GPA problems? No. What else? Lectures. Yes, lectures are a problem. Yes, problem. So that is why you have arranged one lecture for the online mode. Unfortunately, it was right research methodology subject. 7:30 to 10:30 online. Okay. Posted. Yes, exactly. In real life also we have problems, right? So if we have the problem, what we are going to do? We are finding the answers for it, right? So if it is come to the rational context, right? In the subject areas, do we have problems? Yes. In the academic disciplines, we have the problem. But if we are finding a solution for the problem, as you very correctly mentioned, what it is? Research, right? Systematic investigation. Just not finding the answers. You have to systematically observe that problem, right? And then based on the systematic investigation, you have to collect the data, right? Once you collected the data, can you take a decision? So then what you need to do? Very good. You have to analyze it. You have to collect the data. Initially, you have to identify the problem. So then you have to collect the data and then analyze the data. So then what you will get? The findings, right? Finding in the sense the answers for the identified problem. This is called as research, right? So how many words within this research word? 2 words. Research. Right? Okay, find out the words where they are included in the re word, relaunch. Write down 5 words. So there are 2 terms from research. Likewise, you find out 5 words where include the word started with REV. Relaunch likewise. ඒකම හරියන්නේ නැහැ පුතේ. Reborn better. ඔයාලා කොම්පියුටර් කරගෙන ඉන්න. Reborn. What do you mean by reborn? Born again. Good. Rearrange. What do you mean by rearrange? Yes. Reload. What do you mean by reload? You always ask your boyfriend or his girlfriend to make the reloads now in the past, before 5 years ago. Yes. Reload. What else? Rearrange, rejoin, restart. So then what this phase represent? REV. Again, again, again. That means in the research also, research. You are searching again, again, again and again. But it was, you are finding the or you are researching same thing, right? Even you have identified some theories. Explain me a theory. Okay, give me example for theory. What do you know about theories? Example for theories. Yes, theories. Big, Big Bang theory. Right. So agency theory, right? Stewardship theory, stakeholder theory. What do you mean by the agency theory? Agency theory? Yes, agency theory. Shareholders and the managers don't have the same interest. Therefore, always there is a conflict between shareholders as well as the managers of the organization. That is established theory, right? But do you have a problem with this one? Even it has been established by the several years back, even in the today's context, we are questionable on it. Right? So then what we can do? You can again search it. Even it has been confirmed by some researchers. What it is? You are doing a research. Finding or it's finding answers again, 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 and again. We are calling it a research. Clear? Right. Okay. So we are doing the research in several disciplines. I have included some areas. Right? You write down the examples as you know. First one is what? Accounting research. What are the examples for accounting research? Where the questions are in accounting area? Yes. Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. Vaccine. Yes. Vaccine. Okay. Accounting research. Accounting research. Accounting research. You know what the thing with the corporate. Capital structure. What do you mean by the capital structure? Debt to equity. Right? The proportion of debt to equity or else total equity to debt or else equity to debt is identified as a capital structure of the company. So what is the other term? When we heard about the capital structure, the other side, how we can take the capital structure, how we can take the capital structure decisions by identifying the firm value, right? So basic concepts, right? So therefore, you may be questionable on the capital structure and the firm value. Is there any relationship between capital structure and the firm value? Even it has been confirmed by some research models. What it is? A researchable area in the accounting field. What is second one? Audit and tax research. Examples. Problem. Minor problem. Audit and taxation. How the changes in tax rate impacting for the growth of the companies or else growth of the SMEs. But it is a research, right? What else? Audit. How the audit. So you have a subject area idea for the moment. So you are at the third year first semester. That means already you have identified audit, tax, and then the accounting as well as the finance. What are the areas? Application of accounting standards in SMEs. How the companies are or how the SMEs are doing this auditing practices. Application. Very good. What else?
Corporate governance practices, Miss.
Very good. Corporate governance practices and the firm value. What are the relationship or else what is the relationship? Very good. Now I just realized there are around like some students. So thank you very much. So unfortunately I don't have a camera. Okay. Yes. Audit quality. Right? Audit quality. You can make the question. You can make the research on audit quality. Internal control systems. Internal controls. What is the relationship between internal control system and the audit quality? Is there any relationship or else no? What else? Marketing research. Marketing research. How the social media impacting for the customers' purchasing power, purchasing decisions, what it is. Research. How the social media impacting for the purchasing intention of the customers. Research. What else? Yes. How the brand loyalty impacting for the customer satisfaction or else customers buying decision. Is there a relationship? Lahil. Example for the finance research. Finance research. What you can research on this finance research? ඔයාලට finance discipline එකේ හොයන්න පුළුවන් දේවල්. Reconfirm කරගන්න පුළුවන් දේවල් පුතා. Yes. Investment strategies of the CSA investors. Very good. Investment strategies. Very good. What else? Yes. How the news, right? How the news are impacting for the purchasing or how the news are impacting for the investors' investment behavior through the investor sentiment. What do you mean by the investor sentiment? Okay, you find it later. Daily news or daily news or TV channels or the investors investment behavior. Okay, next one. Human resource management. Human research. Yes. Yes.
Unemployment rate of the country.
Very good. Unemployment rate of the country. How the unemployment rate of the country impacting for the firms' recruitments. Yes. It's all very easy. Very good. Job satisfaction. What are the factors for the job satisfaction? You can research, right? Factors affecting for the job satisfaction. Yes. What else? HRM. Yes.
Employees satisfied with this. Employees satisfied with this.
So employee financial benefits and non-financial benefits. how the financial benefits and non-financial benefits are impacting for the employee retention. Even we give the financial benefits, other employees are going to retain at the firm, right? Very good. So then, operation and supply chain management research. I'm not asking about the research topic. I'm just asking about the researchable areas in these disciplines. That is how we can develop the research. Yes? Supply chain management. You have the subject now. Second year, second semester, operational management done by someone, some lecturer here or some side lecturer. Yes. Supply chain management. What are the areas?
Disruption in shipping lines. How will going to be
Disruptions
affected
in
because of the war? Because of the war.
shipping. Right. That's it, shipping. Okay. What are the factors affecting for the shipping function within the organization area? Okay. Okay. So then implementation of the supply chain techniques, how the implementation of supply chain techniques impacting for the operational efficiencies of the organization, right? Next one, information system or else MIS. You had the subject, MIS first year, first semester. Yes. What are the areas? Benefits of the cloud computing, challenges, identifying challenges, benefits, threats to the cloud accounting, or else how the implementation of cloud accounting impacting for the organizational performance. Good. What else? ERP systems. How the implementation of ERP system impacting for the organizational efficiency. Performance. What else? Next one. Healthcare and public health research. Ulashini. Healthcare. Yes, healthcare. We give the chance for the 16A weekday. Yes. Healthcare. Healthcare treatments. Okay. Investigation of healthcare treatments of the customers in our local. Good. So what else? Healthcare. What are the factors affecting to high distribution of COVID-19? Right? How these COVID-19 has been spread that much of speed, a questionable area, right? Healthcare. Next one, educational research or is education. Education. Why the students are migrating for the MBAs abroad, right? A questionable area. It says Sri Lanka having a lot of higher national education organizations. The students are tending to migrate. Why? What are the reasons? What are the reasons for the migrations? Right. Environmental and sustainability research. Environmental and sustainability. Yes, exactly. Right. Air pollution. What are the factors? Why the air pollution is very high in the today's context, a researchable area. What else? Yes. Sustainability. Link the sustainability with accounting. Sustainability reporting are there. Right? What are the factors affecting to the report the sustainable reporting practices within the annual reports? Right? The researchable area. Likewise, you can apply these research in several disciplines. But unfortunately or fortunately, we are asking you to do the research in the accounting, auditing and tax, and then finance, and the environmental and sustainability area, right? So therefore, normally, since you are following the applied accounting degree program, research, fourth-year research should be highly integrated to your degree program. That is why, therefore, we are not recommending you do the marketing, HRM, information system, and then information system in a sense you can directly deal with the ERP systems and cloud computing, cloud accounting, those areas can be tested, but the highly information technology researchable cannot be done in the such context, right? So as well as the operational supply chains not recommending, but if you have the high interest on that areas, you can do, but we are not recommending you to do it. Right? Since the areas are doesn't match with your degree program. Clear? Right. Okay. Nature and the scope of the academic research. We know research in the sense finding the answers for the research problem. Right? So then what do you mean by the academic research? Academic. So there are two types of research. Academic and the professional or as practical research, right? What do you mean by the academic research? Academic, you want to be academic or else you want to be a professional? Anyone who want to be a lecturer here? You want to be a lecturer? No one. Anyone who want to be a professional? Who want to be the chartered accountants? Raise your hands. Who want to be the chartered accountants? Day before yesterday or else. So the last convocation was there. No? Yes, chartered accountants convocation was there. Yes. Anyone who want to be a chartered accountant? Raise your hands. You don't want to be a chartered accountant, Image. You don't want to be a chartered accountant. Raise your hand. Okay. Raise your hands if you want to be a chartered accountant. Corner. Okay, low in the hand. Pick up. Yellow color t-shirt. You want to be a chartered accountant? Or you are a chartered accountant? So they are since they are maybe exempted class. I don't know whether they are a chartered accountant. Yes, okay. What it is? It's a profession, right? Academic, being academic, a separate profession. So then academic in the sense, always apply what? Always apply as academic what I am doing. Lecturing. So that means a profession. Yes, kind of a profession. But always I am teaching you the theories. Never. I bring the theories to you. So this is like this is like this is the new concept and likewise. Right? If you have become a professional, what is the difference there? You go to the workplace and you always tell them, or is you advise to your juniors. So this is the concept, this is the concept, this is the concept. Is that the way? No. So then what you are doing there? You are asking them to do something in a separate manner. What it is? Practice. Right? Am I teaching them the practice? To be honest, no. I'm lecturing you the theories. I'm lecturing the new concept. But at the workplace, you are doing it practically. So that is the difference between academic and the professional. Or this professional. In here, academic research, same. Right? Throughout academic research, what we are going to do? We are going to do the testing the existing theory. Right? We are going to do some modification to the existing theory. Or else we are going to confirm the theory. Right? So, theory-based research are called as the academic research. The other one, even I have not mentioned here, practical research. What do you mean by practical research? You are going to find a practical problem and then address it. Finding solution in the real world context. Right? For example, okay, tell me the workplace organization problem. You are working at water board. Problem. Giving new connection to the customer within 2 days. That means customers are asking 2 days new placements, new connections. Right. Okay. You have a practical problem regarding the new connection. Right. So then what you can do, you can find the answers through the systematic way. Right. What you are finding is especially focused on only your problem. Can you generalize that problem to the you are working at software engineering company, right? So that your answer can be rationalized to this context, the other company? No. That means your answer is specific for you, right? So in the academic research, we can generalize the findings to the other way, other persons, other organizations, other groups, right? Therefore, so academic research in the sense totally different in the practical research or is the professional research. So the academic research are focusing on the theory-based developments. Type of research. Types. The first type. You read these 1, 2, 3, 6, 8. You read this 8. First one. What is the first one? Based on the application, you can identify 2 research. So what are those 2 research? Basic research and then applied research. Based on the objective, you can identify 4 research. What are those 4 research? Descriptive, explanatory, correlation, then exploratory, and then next one based on the live, based on the its classification, based on the description. Where is the description? So let's keep on the linear of the Okay, we try. එතරනේ තියලා තියෙන්නේ. Okay, right. What is the next classification? Next one. Yes, very good. Now, like was this one? Now, what is the next classification? No. What is the next classification? Can't see it. Yes. Mode of inquiry, right? Based on inquiry. So there are two types of research. What are those two types? Quantitative versus qualitative. Quantitative and the qualitative research. The first one, based on the application, you can identify the two types of research called as the basic and the applied research. What do you mean by applied? We start with applied. You are following the applied degree program. Applied management, accounting. What do you mean by the applied? Applied. Rather than being the just the degree program, we have included some applied work. What is the rationale behind the applied? Applied accounting, isn't it? Yes. Applied. We have the as a degree program. So we are going to develop the chartered accountants. So that means we apply especially the practical context to our degree programs. So that is why we have included the applied part. Right. The first one. Otherwise, feel boring. Right? The subject now. Applied versus basic. Right? What do you mean by the basic research? Moment. Your moment, no? Yes. Fast. Alta. What do you mean by the basic research? Yes. Expand the. So this is the same classification, same difference as we identified in the academic as well as professional research, right? So basic research in the sense, we are just focusing on the developing the knowledge, right? Finding the answers to the problem and going to develop the concepts, develop the models, develop the existing knowledge, or else we are going to refining the existing knowledge, do some modifications to the existing knowledge, right? So whereas applied research, what do you mean by applied research? Practically, we are going to find the answers for a specific problem identified as the applied research. Next one. Basic research, those are very theoretical, right? Just we have to formulate the hypothesis, data collections and analysis, and come to the conclusion, right? Whereas the applied research, it doesn't have any flow, right? You have to go to the market, you have to go to the industry, you identify the problem, and just find out the answers for the problem. Accordingly, the applied research findings are universal or else specified. Universal or else specified. Specified, right? Why? So we are going to answer a question, right? Practical question. Why the students are late? Right? So there are a lot of students who are participating for the lectures late, as latecomers. Why? What are the reasons? Last two rows, including the coordinator also, who is referring now the form, right? So they are latecomers. Why? What are the reasons for these late? Right? What it is? The applied research. If I find the factors, can I rationalize the same factors with 17 in class? No, they are very good. They come to the lectures and on time. I can't blame you because why? I also late, no, 15 minutes. That is why. Okay. So then basic research can be rationalized or else can what is it? I like to
Hello. Hello. Good morning. lecture එක break එකක ඉන්නේ කියන්නකෝ පුතා. ඔව්. ඔව්. ඒව check කරන්න එපා. 20 report එක check කරන්නේ මේ chapter 1 එකේ ඉඳලා 5 වෙනකම් මේ last එක වෙනකම් විතරයි. අරවට දාන්න එපා. ඒ වගේ ගන්න එපා කමන්නේ. කියන්නකෝ ඉතුරුට. එතකොට මේ බැලුවේ බලන්න වෙලාවක් නැහැ. අද දවසම lectures 6:00 lectures හෙට උදේ lectures අනේ 8:00 12:00 වෙනවා. මං ගෙදර ගිහිල්ලා බලන්න මේ ඔයාගේ ඩෙඩ්ලයින් තියෙන කවද්ද? පරක්කුයි නේද? මම බලන්නම් බලනකම් ඉඳලා print කරන්න. මොනවද කියන්න මට දාලා තියෙන්නේ කියලා abstract එක දැම්මද? ඔව් මගේ එකයි ඔය එකයි දෙකම දාන්න පුතා. හරි දාන්න අනිවාර්යෙන් abstract එක දාන්න. වැඩක් ගන්න එපා. හරි බයි. ඔය යාළුවා පුතා පිස්සු දාන්නේ ඔයාලා ඔන්ලයින් ලෙක්චර්ස් උත් දාලානේ
ඒගොල්ලෝ වැඩ ඊට පස්සේ අන්තිමට මඩම් අමාරු පේපරයක් දෙනවනේ.
ඔව් අරුන්නේ.
ඔව් දුන්නේ හරි hina වෙවි නීතිය.
අපි පේපර් එක වෙලේ මං ඇඬුවත් එක්ක.
ඒ
මීනේ තනිය මුඩ බලන් hina වෙනවා.
මම ඉන්නවා.
ඉතින් මෙයා ඉන්නවා මෙහෙම වෙලා කාල් ගහිලා. ඒ තුන්දර එක ළඟ ඉන්න.
මේක බලලා පේපර අනේ මට යන්න
මට යන්න දෙන්න කියලා මං ඇඬුවා සීරියස්ලි.
ඉතින් මැඩම් මගේ නම තිබ්බ ප්‍රශ්නවත් මං කියුවා. ඒ තරම් අමාරු.
මිස්ටර් නම් මතක තිබ්බනේ.
මට නම් මතක හිටියා මං ඒ වෙලාව
නම් වල තිබ්බා මේක. ඔව්. ඒ වුණාම මම මේ සැරේ ආයෙ කරන්න බෑ.
රිසර්ච්ද
මඩම් තාම මේක අපිට මොකද කාවෙන්නේ.
රිසර්ච් ප්‍රසන්ටේෂන් අපි මලේ ඔන්ලයින් ලෙක්චර් එක ගන්නවා
ඒක මැඩම්
ඔයාලා රික්වෙස්ට් කරා
පාලිමාවේ නිකම් මීටින් එක වගේ නේද.
අපි සබ්ජෙක්ට් එක කිව්වේ නෑ මිස් ඒ වුණාට ඒගොල්ලෝ තමයි දාන්න දිනුනේ.
ඔයාලා සබ්ජෙක්ට් එක කිව්වේ නැද්ද
අපි මේ සබ්ජෙක්ට් එකේ උන්ලයින්
Okay. Next one. So we are discussing about applied and basic research, right? Okay. So we have stopped at the utility. Concern B. Applied research, those are concerned with, as I clearly said you, right? Scientific knowledge and the concept and the prediction. Whereas the applied research, those are concerned with the development of which one? New technologies and the techniques and other things. Finding the problems to a specific, finding the answers for the specific problem. In the sense we are identifying, we are going to identify some techniques, methods, right? So therefore it is not concerned with the application of knowledge or else development knowledge, whereas it is addressed to the basic research. Right. Goal. What is the goal of applied research? Goal of the applied research to find a solution. Whereas in the basic research, what we are going to identify? Right. Throughout the applied basic research, we are going to develop the existing theory, modify the conceptual frameworks, gain some ideas regarding to new knowledge likewise. Right. Examples. What is example for applied research? Okay, write down example for applied research and basic research. Examples. Applied and the basic. Here, what is given example for basic research? A study of assessing whether the stress level make the people more aggressive, right? So, what is the relationship between stress level and the people's behavior, or else here aggressive and then their behavior, right? Stress level and their aggressiveness. Is there a relationship or else no? Definitely there may be, right? Accordingly, we can gain some new knowledge. Exactly the human behavior, stress levels are impacting for their reactions or else whatever the thing. What we are going to do? We are going to generate some new information. We are going to expand the existing knowledge regarding the human behavior. What do you mean by studying of human behavior? It is identified as the psychology, right? Identifying the human behavior is sense psychology. Next one, applied research, right? Example for applied research, a study to explore the way to reduce the carbon emissions, right? How you can reduce the carbon emission, how you can reduce the water wastage, how you can reduce the air pollution. How you can find the answers, or else how you can identify what are the factors affecting for the length of the tire, right? Likewise, what is it? Finding the answers of the specific problem. Can once you identify the answers for the carbon emission, can you rationalize those factors to the air pollution? Can you? No, you can't. That means the answers are too specified to the identified problem. You can't rationalize. Therefore, the answers are not universal, limited. Right. Based on the objectives, you can identify there are 4 types of research. What are those 4? What is the first one? Descriptive studies or else descriptive research. Corner, last, yes, PM2. White color t-shirt. Right. Come. Emoji na muda. Ile. Regulation na muda. Edita. Edita la primera. Funciona. Okay. Descriptive studies, descriptive research, as name implies. What do you mean by the descriptive? What are descriptive statistics? Okay, this is statistics. Descriptive statistics. Example for descriptive statistics. So there are statistics, there are maybe 2 types of inferential and descriptive statistics. What do you mean by the descriptive statistics? Image, descriptive statistics, examples, not included in the hand. Descriptive statistics. Very good. Mean, median, mode, quantities, skewness, variance, standard deviation. What those are? Descriptive statistics. What it describe? What kind of scenarios you are preparing? Mean, median, and likewise statistics. If you want to describe the data set, right? The descriptive statistics are identifying the dispersion of data set. You are taking the descriptive statistics. Likewise, in the descriptive research, what we are going to do? We are going to identify the description of the some individuals, some groups, some organizations. Yes, describing the characteristics of the population, groups, organization. Examples. Descriptive research in the sense you are going to explain or else you are going to identify the characteristics of the population. Maybe either organization, individual, group of people, likewise. Yes, examples. Yes, examples. Describe about the population. Characteristics. What do you mean by the characteristics? What are the characteristics? Yes. Features. What are the features? Very good. Education, background, age, and what else? Profession, experience. We are going to inquire those things. Examples accordingly, descriptive studies, descriptive research. Yes. Descriptive studies. Latecomer. Are you ahead? Training. Training. Morning. You also the same thing. Okay, build up a research on that one. Training. Descriptive. What you are going to address? What, when, where, and then how, right? Not why questions, right? What, when, and how. Based on the word how, develop the research questions are a topic regarding the descriptive nature. How teenagers, right? How teenagers, or else what are the factors affecting to the purchasing intention of teenagers? What we are going to find? What? And what are the factors affecting for their buying behavior? Right? So what are the factors affecting for the high turnover? What we are going to do? We are inquire about our population, not what. Right? We are identifying what. What are they? So then, next one, exploratory research. Exploratory. Yes, next one. Next to coordinator. 16A MOFG coordinator. What is the name for them? Oh, mama. Vereka? Amy? Penny? Temila. Okay, Temila. Next to Temila. Good luck. Yes, what do you mean by the exploratory research? A research study where little knowledge or else information is available, right? If the information is available little in that area, right? Low information available. What are the areas, 10 areas? The findings on these areas are very low. That means the other way around. It's an emerging area, right? If it is a new area, if it is an emerging area, then there will be low studies. What kind of areas? New area, where are you working? Even KPMG. Then, okay. What are the emerging areas? Construction company. Okay. What are the emerging areas? Okay. Identify the emerging areas in accounting. New technology, that means AI adaptation in the accounting. Very good. A new study, new area. What else? The research organ accounting of areas. Yes, what are the new areas? Yes, new areas in research, accounting field, AI, already discussed. Application of AI, big data, data mining. Other than those things, what are the emerging areas? Yes, no idea. Emerging areas, we don't know emerging areas in accounting. Where are you working? What do you learn? What is the name? Yes. New areas. Okay, find out new areas in accounting and write it down. Very good. Sustainable accounting. Write down 5 emerging areas in accounting. Yes. Sustainable accounting, sustainable reporting, blockchain, that means AI technologies, application of AI technologies in research. Write down 5 emerging areas in accounting. Or it may be finance also. Emerging areas in accounting. Very good. Cryptocurrency, right? Cryptocurrency, good. Data forecasting, accounting automation, cloud accounting, blockchain, big data, capital currency, cryptocurrency. Data security, automation, good. Places, no? Are you aware? You had your lunch. What is it? Okay, accounting standards, IFRS adaptations. Different organizations, how the different organizations adapt in science part. What else? This game. Yes. Accounting automation, good. Can we apply the accounting automation? Research. Okay, right? So these are the areas: cloud accounting, data security, sustainability, IFRS adaptation, green finance, green innovations, right? Investor sentiment, right? Corporate finance, extension of the corporate finance, blockchain, AI, automation. So those are some emerging areas, right? That means the little studies are available in those emerging areas. If you are doing a research to explore it again and again, what it is called? Exponential research, right? Correlational research. What do you mean by the correlation? Correlation. You all had the subject statistics, so research is highly interrelated with the statistics. Yes. Correlation. Correlation. The relationship between 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 two variables. Is that correlation? Yes. There is a relation between dependent variables. We are calling it as a correlation. A correlation, that means what we are going to check, whether the variable x is interrelated or else is having a relationship with the variable y. Correlate. Likewise, in the correlational research, what we are going to check, the relationship between two variables was probably the independent variable and the dependent variable, or else it may be the independent variable, sorry, it may be the mediating variables to the dependent variables. Likewise, there are several variables types called as the mediator, moderator, independent, dependent, control, and likewise. Don't worry about those things. We discuss in the conceptualization and operationalization lesson, right? So what is the base here? We are going to identify whether this variable x is associated with the variable y, or else based on the activity of x, is there any impact in creating for the variable y, the relationship between variables. What are the examples? Examples. Bhagya. Bhagya පුතාලම sex girl. මම තමයි කතා කරන්නේ. What is it? Madhushri. I don't know her name. Yes, so the example for correlation, correlational research. Yes. So we can identify whether the yes. Is there any impact of the green innovations on the environmental performance of the banks? What it is? Whether there is a relationship, whether there is an impact. Is there a relationship between dividend policy and the firm value? Right? So based on the dividend policy, it is impacting for the firm value. What it is? We are going to check the relationship. Is there a relationship between corporate governance policies and the firm performance? What it is? Research, a correlation research. Is there an impact between, or is there an impact of the social media marketing on the customer behavior, customer buying decision? What we are going to check? Whether there is a relationship. Right? What it is? Correlational research. Next one. Explanatory research, right? If there are no studies, right, done in this area, or else if there are some studies, but those are not giving a clear answers for the specified problem, you can address, or else you can develop your research where it is named as the explanatory research. That means in that area, no studies done, or else there are some studies which are not giving the clear definitions for the identified problems. What are the examples? Explanatory research was probably done in the marketing areas, right? Marketing areas. Examples. Let's assume we have produced a new toothpaste, right? Image toothpaste. Image what is their name? Specs board, yes. Sustainability. I will use that name as sustainability. You know. Okay, we have produced the as you will the say example. Let's take Dinidu. Your name is not Dinidu. Dinidu toothpaste. Right? So we launched it in the market. So as name, what happened? The sales are very high. If compared to the other two space, the new product sales are very high. So accordingly, Unilever, they want to know why or what are the reasons for the high sales of this new product. What you can do? You are doing a market research, right? Market research, whereas the no studies, right, done in this area, right, regarding the new product, there are no studies. What type of research it is? Exploratory research. Are you clear on these four differences? Right? The first one, descriptive, to identify the characteristics of the population. Right? Second one, exploratory research. What it is identified? If there are little studies in this or in those areas, you can do the exploratory research. Third one, correlation. To identify the relationship between two variables, you can do a research. Last one, exploratory research. If there are no studies or if there are less studies have done, but those identified area, the answers are not clear, you can do a what kind of research? Exploratory research, examples, market research. Right. Third one, based on the mode of inquiry, you can identify two types of research. What are those two? Quantitative and the qualitative. This is the most important thing. So for you, right? So whether you are going to study with the quantitative as qualitative research. Okay. Identify the differences between quantitative and qualitative research. Identify the differences between quantitative and qualitative research. Number disease and disease explaining drugs. Expressed in numbers and bar and then words. So this is what gather the insights and gather the insights. Quantitative research use the objective numerical data answer question like what and how. Right? Qualitative research seek the answers questions like why and how, focusing on subjective experiences. Why they do this? Why? Why? Why do it now? Yes. Okay, very good. Numerical data and quantifiable variables and then statistic relationship. Data collection method surveys. Good. Still writing there? Okay. What do you mean by the qualitative research? Very good. Right. Qualitative research. We start with the qualitative. Quality. What do you mean? What are the qualities? You all have qualities? You have the qualities? No, you don't have a quality. Okay, so that is a serious issue. Right? If you don't have a quality, that is an issue. Right? Qualities, example for qualities. No. Punctuality, what else? Integrity, Yes. Trustworthiness, honesty, right? So those are what? Qualities of human beings, right? So throughout this qualitative research, what we are going to find? Qualities of groups, qualities of individuals, qualities of people, right? How we can identify these qualities? How? Interviewing what we can gather. So we need to identify, we need to describe the qualities of individuals and group of people, right? So accordingly, we need to gather the data, right, throughout the interviews, right, throughout the surveys, and then having the discussions. What we are going to gather, what we can interview. There are these individuals, what? Believe, right? So you can inquire about their values, right? Opinions, what else? Attitudes, what else? Perceptions, what else? Intuition, very good. Sentiments, likewise. What it is called? A qualitative research. Clear? So you need to describe the quality of the individuals and groups. Accordingly, you have to gather the data in the form of primary, right? You are gathering the primary data. How you can gather? By discussing with them, by discussing with that individuals, by discussing with that people, right? By interviewing them, or else through a survey. Ultimately, what you are going to analyze? Their belief, their views, their attitudes, and likewise. Explain me a research, or give me a topic for this one. Qualitative research. The perception of undergraduates regarding their career path, right? Perception of undergraduates, perception of some undergraduates regarding their career path, right? So what is? Yes. Stock market behaviors. Stock market behaviors. A attitude study from the investors from CSC. We are going to identify how these investors are going to perceive this investment behaviors or the stock market volatility within the stock market. කොහොමද මේගොල්ලෝ මේක දකින්නේ? What else? Yes. Perceptional study. Example. Example for qualitative research. Economic growth of the country. So you want to convert into the perceptional studies. How? It is so it becomes a quantitative study, right? The customer's perception regarding economic growth of the bank customers' perception regarding the economic growth. What it is, you are going to inquire about the perception, whereas it leads to a qualitative research. Quantitative research. What do you mean by the quantitative? Quantity. Previously, quantity, now quantity. Right? What do you mean by the quantity? The number of items. Right? So now what we are going to find? The quantitative methods. We are going to do the research with the quantitative method. Quantitative sense it reflects the numbers. Quality. Are we going to use numbers? No. Just perception. Just view. Right? So we are analyzing the view. Management accounting practices. Right? The perception of the new management accountants regarding the price and costing. What it is? Perception style. Right? How the management accounting deviate modern management accounting techniques deviated with the traditional accounting, traditional management accounting technique. A perceptual studies of the management accounting of the manufacturing companies. What it is? Perceptual study. Right? So normally the B's values are identified in the qualitative, quantitative, sub-qualitative research. Quantitative. Right? Now we need the numbers. Right? Quantitative research deal with the numbers, not the values, beliefs, and etc. Right? How? Quantitative research. How we can quantify? Yes. How we can quantify? If we are going to analyze the numbers, right? Can we just analyze numbers? No. Right? How? You have to collect the data. How you can collect the data? Here we are coming to the conclusion based on the numerical analysis. Right? That is why we need the numbers. How you can observe these numbers? Yes? Very good. Surveys. Asking the respondents to fill the question. Right? Agree, disagree, strongly agree. That means Likert scale questions. Ultimately, you can get the numbers. What else? As you said, 5 years data, annual report data. Right? You can infer the annual report data. What do you mean by the annual report? White color t-shirt. Annual report. Annual report. Financial statements. Annual report means equals to financial statements. No. Right. So then, what do you mean by the annual reports? All the accounting details. End of the year statements. Same thing. Same thing. Included in the annual report. Is that all? Very good. Right? So it provides both financial and non-financial data. That means financial statement plus the other data to the whole stakeholders. Right? Okay, so you can refer the annual report data. As you said, the annual report includes the financial statement. So what are the figures? Financial statement figures. Cash flow statement is there, right? Investment cash flows or else the cash outflows in the form of financing likewise. What else? Gross profit is there, net profit is there, total expenses are there, right? So what else? Total assets there, total liabilities there, equity component is there, likewise. So you can get these data annual report data or as annual reports, financial statements data to do the quantitative research. From there, we are taking the numbers. It may be the survey or else it may be the referring the annual report data. We collected data, right? Now you have to analyze the data, right? What we are going to interpret the results, quantitative research. With the statistical software, you have to do the analysis part. The secondary data analysis part is there, right? So then you have to come to the conclusion and then interpret the quantifiable results. We are doing the statistic techniques. We are applying the statistic techniques to identify whether there is a link between these identified factors to the research. Previously, qualitative research just go to the market or just to several different places and we observe the ideas and we are coming to the conclusion. In the quantitative research, you have to refer the annual reports or as the survey, you do the questionnaire and identify the facts and then do the analysis and come to the conclusion based on the statistical technique. Are you clear on the differences? Right. Data. Sample size. Regarding the quantitative research, sample size is low or high, quantitative, high. Regarding the qualitative, low. We compare the quantitative, it's low. How it becomes low? If you are going to identify the perception of the management accountants, right? Can you interview all the management accountants in manufacturing company Sri Lanka? Is there a possibility? Possibility is there, but we have to do the research for 5 years period. Otherwise, we can't do it. So therefore, by obtaining the small number, we compare to quantitative, you can do the research, right? Identify this or the 5, 10, 14, 15. 50 members are enough for the qualitative research. What for the quantitative? What we are running statistical technique. To run the statistical technique, we have to find more data. Otherwise, what happens? The statistical techniques are not giving the clear answers. Right? So you have to collect. He is very correctly said that economic growth of 5 years period. Right? 5 years period, economic growth should be taken for the quantitative data from the central bank report. Right? That means we compare the quantitative studies, qualitative studies are having low sample size. Right. Role of theory and information in the research. What do you mean by the theory? 11:30, no? 11:30. Asking what the now time. I am asking about the past time. Yes? 12 minutes. 9 to 12. Okay, 8:30 to 11:30, right? You have it there, 20 minutes. Right. What do you mean by the theory? In the last 15 minutes, I will explain about the continuous time structure and other things. That is the most important part, you know, isn't it? Right. Theory. Last, yes. Upper. Site. Muslim boy. I don't know your name. That is why I called like this. What is the name? Nana. Yes. Okay, Nana. Okay, yes. What do you mean by it? Finding something. No? Okay, yes. Tell me about the theory. 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 What do you mean by the theory? Roshni? That's it. Theory. Learn. Then example for theory. Evaluation. Then yes, theory. Photon studies. Right. So that is a study is made to develop a theory. What is a theory? Photon studies photon studies studies human needs, that is one like efficiency can evaluate. Like right. Okay. Photon study that is identified those hierarchical needs. Right. So what it is mean? Human needs. Right. Other than that one, what are the theories? Yes, theories, agency theory, as I initially explained you, right? Stewardship theory, right? Stakeholder theory. What do you mean by the stakeholder theory? Stakeholder theory. Organizations need to reveal the information. Why? Stakeholders are seeking the information. Stakeholders are seeking for the organization, what they are doing within the organization. Therefore, as organization, they have the responsibility to report for the stakeholders, what they are doing for the government. So what is their contribution for the environment? What is their contribution for the economy? Right? So stakeholders are looking at the organization. That is the base for the stakeholder theory. What else? Legitimacy theory, right? Contingency theory, right? Institutional theory. There are a lot of theories in the research context, right? So anyway, what do you mean by a theory? It is what it is. Read the theory. What it is a theory? It's a concept. It may be a respective concept, or else it may be an instrument, model, or else framework. Help to think about to solve the problem, or else describe something where we are identifying as a theory, right? Theory is a very important part in the research. Why? Why? Exactly, right? So we have the theory is the base for some type of research. What is the base? As we previously discussed, research approaches are there. Two approaches, we are calling it as deductive and inductive. Right? Later on, we discussed. Throughout some research, we are going to test the existing theory. Right? Whether it is correct or wrong, as I initially told you, factor, structure, and the firm value. Right? So some research, we are going to develop some theories, right? We going to do a research and we get the answers, and based on that one, we are going to develop some theory. So therefore, basically, research helps to develop the theories and modify or else to add some parts to the theories or testing the theories. Clear? Right. So that is the role. Other than that basic two things, research theories are helping to develop the conceptualization of the research. What do you mean by the conceptualization? Conceptualization, concept. It's a conceptualization. You are going to graphically show what you are going to do this, or else what you are going to do throughout this research, right? Conceptualization should be backed by the research theory. Therefore, to your research, definitely there should be basic two theories, right? That is the third one. Fourth one, to develop the hypothesis. What do you mean by the hypothesis? Roughly name. To that is view. Green color t-shirt. Hypothesis. Annual report. Yes. What do you mean by the hypothesis? Hypothesis. A testable statement. How you can start the hypothesis? How you can start the hypothesis? There is a positive relationship between X and Y, right? What is it? Positive relationship with method, alternative hypothesis. What is non-hypothesis? There is no relationship between X and Y, right? Or else X impact for the Y. Positive hypothesis or else alternative. No impact on the X to Y, but is the negative hypothesis or else non-hypothesis, right? To develop these hypotheses, you should take the research theory. So that is the fourth one. What is the final one? Based on a theory, it already defined. It already gives the answers to a specific problem developed by someone else, right? So therefore, if you are referring a research theory, your study, you have the alternative, also you have the future possible outcome which is confirmed by the research theory. Therefore, it outlines or else it gives the hint regarding the future outcomes, right? Or as possible outcome. What do you mean by the information? Information. What is the role of information in the research? Information. If we even it may be qualitative study or as quantitative study, what we are going to do, we are going to collect the information. Isn't it? We need information. If I am collecting the belief, what is it? That is the information. That means we collect the information. What else? Information predict about the or else if information describe the profile of the respondents, right? Or else information describe about the study. What else? It's a foundation for information, research information, foundation for which things? Based on the information what we are going to do, we are going to have the results. So therefore, foundation based on the collected information, that is a foundation for the ultimate results, right? So that is the role of information in research, right? Therefore, there is a huge role in the theory plus information in the research. Assignment structure. Thing is, as I initially told you, we discussed this one later on of the And that means obviously next class. Research, right? Fourth year, second semester, you have the dissertation. Third year, okay, listen very carefully. Third year, first semester, you have the research methodology, right? 4 credits. Right? Third year, second semester, you have the package-based data analysis plus business research project. Business research project. 3 credits. Fourth year, first semester, you don't have anything regarding the research methodology. But fourth year, second semester, you have the dissertation. How many credits? 6 credits. Okay. If you have the option regarding general and specialization degree, so these are 2 elective subjects. Package based and the research project are elective subjects. You can select out of these 2, right? If you are going with the fourth year, second semester dissertation, that means specialization degree, you have to do the package based data analysis. That is must, right? That means SPS. We are identifying the SPSS software. That means I'm going to teach you the theoretical part and then this is the practical application, how you can run the statistical test. Right. But if you are going with the general degree, you can either select package based or else the project. Right? So there are 2 options. Package based or else project. Business project. This is easy. It compared to this one. Right? Not easy, both are similar, but that is up to you to decide. Right? Anyway, this is a little bit easy. Okay. So regarding my outline, right? Research methodology, it has continuous assignments. Okay, this is the assignment structure, right? So I didn't upload, I don't have access to your LMS. I don't have the access to your web so far. So therefore, I didn't upload the lecture materials to the LMS, but once the LMS access granted me, so I will upload all the lecture materials and these details to the LMS. Don't worry. Right. So regarding CA component, 50% component is there, right? For the in exam, continuous assignments, 50%. And then in semester, 50%. Right? Within this 50%, 10 marks are allocated for the portfolio activities. Portfolio activities. Portfolio activities, 5 portfolio activities. For each portfolio activity, 2 marks and total 10 marks. Total 10 marks. Right? Remaining 40% is allocated for the research proposal. Research proposal. Research proposal. This research proposal is the research proposal for final year dissertation. Final year dissertation. Right? The thing is, portfolio activities, how we can do the portfolio activities. This is a flow. Research in the sense, this is a flow. Right? So once I completed the first and second lesson, I will upload the portfolio activity number 2. 1. Right? So then you have to complete it. Portfolio activity number 1, it is the identifying 3 research topics. Right? Which interested for you. Right? Once you identify the 3 research topics, again, I'm doing the 3rd and 4th lesson. We'll give you the portfolio activity number 2. Right? Portfolio activity number 2 is developing the questions and objectives for identifying 2 research topics from the previously identified 3 research topics. Here, 3rd activity, development of the LR for 1.1 research topics, out of that 2 included in the portfolio activity number 2. Here, lesson by lesson, I will give you the portfolio activities. You have to practically engage with the portfolio activities. Once you complete the portfolio activity number 5 in the sense, what it is? Development of the research proposal. What we are doing is, throughout these portfolio activities, we are guiding you to development of the research proposal. Right? So you have to select the research topics very clearly. Once you complete the portfolio activity number 5, so that research topic should be included in your research proposal. Clear? Which are in the how many marks? 40% marks. Clear? Right. The thing is, again, based on your research proposal, if you are doing the 4th year, based on this proposal, I will allocate the supervisors to you. Right? If you are develop the research proposal regarding corporate governance, we'll allocate the expert in the corporate governance as your research supervisor. Right? The thing is, if you wrongly develop this proposal, you interested in the corporate governance, but you have developed the research proposal in the sustainability. How I allocate the supervisor based on the sustainability. Ultimately, when it comes to the legislation, nothing, you have to always column with your supervisor, because why? He is a separate discipline and your intention is to do a separate research. Right? So therefore, this is very much important development of the research proposal. Practically, on the other class, what I'm doing is, so day to day, reviewing your progress. Right? Otherwise, we can't do it. On the other hand, The development of research proposal is not similar to the other assignments. This is fully academic writing. One ChatGPT के proposal academic writing. අඩුම ගන්න bullet points අපි ගන්න නැහැ. අපි ගන්න paragraph. අපි ලියන්නේ paragraph. එතකොට මේ ChatGPT වලින් එක දවසකින් develop කරන්න බෑ. Research proposals. එහෙනම් එතකොට බලන්නේ portfolio activities හරියට කරන්න ඕන. මම කොහොමද මාක්ස් වල ලකුණු 10ක් තියෙනවා ඩිග්‍රී මාක්ස් 10ක් තියෙනවා රිසර්ච් පේපර් එකට. ඊට අනුව තමයි හදන්නේ කියලා පරස්පර හැදෙන්නේ. මේ නිසා දරුවනේ මම විතරක් management board එක අපි decide management process තමයි decide කරේ portfolio activities process ගන්න සමහරවල් වගේ portfolio activities engagements LMS එකේදී කොහොමද වල focus කරන්නේ කියන්නේ. ඒක අනුතරව before moving to the development or submission of proposal from the 2MP converts and getting your proposal presentations. That is must. Right? If you want, you can participate for the existing research progress presentation of 16B batch. Right? So with 5 minutes presentation should be presented. Right? You have to complete it. Otherwise, I'm not taking a submission even. I have the right to do it. Right? If you are not presenting here properly, you have to properly address your research proposal. Participation is this must for the receive for the marks for the proposal. Right? Confirmed by the academic staff as well as the management. Clear? Process is clear. 5 portfolio activities very clearly, and the presentation here after the 12, 13th and 15th. 12th, 13th and 15th week, 14th and 15th week, we are in the presentations. Therefore, those are the presentations you have to complete September. Even the other lectures may be the online lectures. As well as I have already requested for management to have the one lecture at least once a month physical wise. Right? Otherwise, I can't take your progress. I don't know whether you are content. At least if they arrange likewise, participate for that lecture because this is the first lecture that I'm going to have as a physical. Other lectures are, as I remember, all the lectures are online. Right? Anyway, from the 12th week physical, I don't know in between those weeks, if it is an online one, actively participate in the research lectures. Otherwise, වල්පකේ වමුදයක් කරනවා ලකුණු දෙන්නේ නැහැ. මම ලකුණු දුන්නා පරිගල ප්‍රොග්‍රස් කරලා ලකුණු දුන්නා එළියට යනකොට so they are evaluating the SAP quality, SAP research quality. ඒ නිසා අපි දෙන්නේ නැහැ ලකුණු because the all proposals are evaluated by the outsiders also, outside lecturers also. Therefore, you have to prepare the proposal up to the standards. Otherwise, you are going to lose the SAP research quality. So to ensure research quality, we have done some procedures. Therefore, in line with the procedures. Clear? Right. Okay. Any questions? Any questions? Wala වැඩි හරියට portfolio application එක කරගෙන ගියාම කිසිම ප්‍රශ්නයක් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. බය වෙන්න දෙයක් නැහැ. මගේ ඩිග්‍රියට LMS එකේ තියෙනවා. ඔයාලට ඕන ප්‍රශ්නයකදී මට කතා කරන්න පුළුවන් රිසර්ච් ගැන academic research ගැන රිසර්ච් කරන්න තියෙනවා ඔයාලට මට කන්ටැක්ට් කරන්න පුළුවන් official email address also there. Right. Yes, any questions? Clear points here and there. ये प्रोसेस के हमने प्रोग्राम की ऑनलाइन को okay. Right. Okay, thank you very much for participating.